Reporter Ashley Custer has more.
Border Patrol agent Rogelio Martinez was on a call with his partner. They were on I-10 near Van Horn. Then, according to investigators, his partner called for help, saying they'd both been hurt. They were both rushed to a local hospital. That's where Martinez died. His partner, who has not been identified, is still in serious condition.
The Carolina Waterfowl Rescue in Mecklenburg County is grieving this morning because of the loss of its animals after part of its facilities caught fire on Sunday. More than 30 birds were killed in the fire. This worker tells WCNC News.
We've never had anything like this happen before, and it's definitely devastating.
A state senator says he wants to know what's planned for 600 acres that the North Carolina State Ports Authority bought for $30 million for a mega port that was never built. You're listening to NCN News.
Need a gift idea for a sports nut? Give them a gift subscription to the ACC Sports Journal. Every issue of the ACC Sports Journal is filled with the rumors, recruiting updates, and insider news that sports fans crave. It's the perfect gift for fans of the Tar Heels, Blue Devils, Wolfpack, Demon Deacons, and the rest of the ACC. Order your gift subscription now at ACCsports.com, and you'll save 60% off the cover price. That's a full year's subscription of 24 issues for just $39. Ordering is fast and it's easy too. Just go to ACCsports.com right now and click on the big yellow Subscribe Now button. Order your gift subscription today, and we'll also send you a card letting your favorite sports fan know it's a special gift from you. Don't miss out on this offer. Go to ACCsports.com now and click on the Subscribe Now button.
From one political crisis to another, Germany's chancellor is having a difficult time cobbling together a coalition government. Over to CBS's Vicki Barker.
Angela Merkel's been trying to form a government with the pro-business Free Democrats and their adversaries, the traditionally left-leaning Greens. But last night, the Free Democrats walked out. So 2 months after national elections, Germany remains in political limbo. The remaining options are form the first minority government in post-war German history or hold another election. Only Germany's president can make that call, and Chancellor Merkel says she's consulting with him today. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
A shooting in Goldsboro has left 2 people dead and another injured. It happened during a birthday celebration over the weekend. Earl Nails hosted the party and spent Saturday cleaning blood off of his car. He tells WRAL News he heard the gunshots.
I was inside and heard a lot of pop, 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 pop. So I told the people that was in there to stay down.
Authorities say a man attempted to kidnap an 11-year-old girl at a Christmas show in Charlotte. The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department said witnesses interceded Saturday night at the Southern Christmas show when they noticed a man approached an 11-year-old girl who was walking with her family and tried to walk off with her. The deadline for the president of Zimbabwe to resign has come and gone. The country's ruling party had given him until noon local time to resign or face impeachment. President Robert Mugabe addressed his country on Sunday night, flanked by the same military, keeping him under house arrest, yet remained defiant. BBC correspondent Ben Brown.
What looks now inevitable is that there will be moves to impeach him. In the Parliament, they will need a 2/3 majority in both houses of the Parliament to impeach him. And we've been told this morning by one MP that that impeachment process could take quite a while. Days, maybe weeks, maybe even months.
We are country at its best with a blend of yesterday's memories. WCAB, Rutherfordton.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. It is finally the end for the leader of an infamous cult who directed his followers to kill actress Sharon Tate and 6 others nearly 50 years ago.
Charles Manson, the wild-eyed madman who led a family of killers bent on starting a world-changing race war, died at age 83. The evil mastermind behind the 1969 murder spree that took the lives of 7 people. Once called the most dangerous man in America, Manson spent 46 years behind bars and was denied parole 12 times. He leaves behind a legacy of depraved murder.
ABC's Jim Avila. Manson died at a hospital in Bakersfield. An agent with U.S. Customs and Border Patrol has died, his partner seriously injured, and it's still unclear what happened.
The lack of a formal explanation for the on-duty death of Border Patrol agent Rogelio Martinez and the injury of his partner hasn't stopped Senator Ted Cruz of Texas from tweeting repeating his theory, saying the two were attacked. President Trump has followed with, quote, "We will seek out and bring to justice those responsible." A statement from Customs says officers are searching the area for potential suspects or witnesses, although the FBI's El Paso office insists there was no shooting.
ABC's Jim Ryan in Dallas. In Washington, Special Counsel Robert Mueller is asking the Trump administration for more emails related to the firing of James Comey and the recusal of Attorney General Jeff Sessions from the Russia probe.
The demand for documents from the Justice Department is a sign the special counsel is actively investigating whether President Trump or any other official in his administration improperly tried to obstruct the inquiry into connections between his campaign and the Russians. In particular, ABC News has learned the Mueller team has sought emails and other records that relate to the firing of James Comey as director of the FBI and the decision of Attorney General Jeff Sessions to recuse himself from the whole case.
ABC's Aaron Katursky. At the American Music Awards last night, Portugal the Man performed. Diana Ross won a Lifetime Achievement Award. You're listening to ABC News.
So, what would you do with an extra $500 a month in your budget? $500. This isn't hypothetical, by the way. This is something you may need to think about very soon if you decide to become a member of MediShare. MediShare is a way to pay for your health care, and typically it costs $500 less per month for a family versus other health care plans. So seriously, think about this. You could pay off loans, pay down a mortgage, save the money for retirement, donate to charity. That would be a big deal. But you know what? Here's the best thing. MediShare works. It has 250,000 members, and it's growing fast. With MediShare, not only do you save, you don't have to pay for things you don't believe in either, and that is a beautiful thing too. So here's how you can find out more, and you might actually wind up saving even more than $500 a month. So check into it. Here's the number. Call 877-26-BIBLE. That's 877-26-BIBLE. Now available in Montana. Call 877-26-BIBLE.
Windy, blustery day in New York City on Sunday. So much the scaffolding on some of the buildings, and there's a lot of that, flew off, injuring at least 6 people in Lower Manhattan. Jonathan Meehan helped a woman who had been knocked to the ground.
She was scared. She asked what happened. She didn't ask for help. She asked what happened. She was more confused. Her head, she had like a gash on her head. It was cracked open.
The New York City council member says he wants tighter regulations on scaffolding outside buildings so it stays put on windy days. Who's taking care of the kids when both parents are working, or if you're a single parent? A new study shows it's not an easy question to answer.
When it comes to childcare, most parents say they're worried. A new survey of parents of kids under 5 shows 62% say it's hard to find safe, healthy childcare for their kids. The most important factors when it comes to choosing a daycare facility: staff background checks, locked doors, staff with early childhood training, safe outdoor and active playtimes, and good costs. The deal breakers in the survey: unsafe neighborhoods, a gun on premises, and allowing unvaccinated children to attend. The survey conducted by the University of Michigan Mott Children's Hospital. Linda Lopez, ABC News.
Fight over a therapy dog at Ohio State. One student says she needs the dog for her panic attacks, but her sorority sister has serious allergies and says the dog inflames her Crohn's disease. A federal judge ruled on Friday that the dog can stay at the Chi Omega house while the case goes to trial, which it will eventually. This is ABC News.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? I'm Jim O'Connor, independent life insurance agent specializing in term life insurance. There's been a price war between the major life insurance companies. If you've had your term life policy more than 2 years, you may be paying too much. The life insurance industry is going through exciting changes. Make sure you're not paying too much for your term insurance. For new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote. 800-799-0903, 800-799-0903, or visit my website at term22.com.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Have you noticed what's going on at Oakland Feed and Seed? Cheapest price in town on propane refills. 20-pound cylinder, $11.99. Forklift cylinder, $17.99. And the 100-pound cylinders, $55.99. Whole corn, $6.99 for the 50-pound bag. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 for the 50-pound bag. 17-17-17, just $12.50 for the 50-pound bag. Check with Oakland Feed and Seed for all prices. You'll find them the cheapest around. It's a generational thing. Your dad and your dad's dad shopped at Oakland Feed and Seed. Oakland Road, Spindale, locally owned and operated.
We'll start the week with a large area of high pressure overhead that should bring lots of sunshine today. Maybe a couple of thin high clouds late in the afternoon or evening. Should be cool with low humidity and highs about 55 to 60. Tonight, we'll call it fair to partly cloudy and chilly with lows in the low to mid-30s. We'll turn partly to mostly cloudy as we head through the day on Tuesday. It'll continue cool tomorrow. A very slim chance of a sprinkle or two, mainly in the south later in the day. Highs again 55 to 60. I'm Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Well, if you could paint a weather forecast for the week of Thanksgiving, this probably would be what you would print. Maybe a little bit warmer, but today it's going to get us to 56. Right now we are at 31. We drop back to 34 tonight, and it's going to be that way pretty much all week. Let's look at Thanksgiving Day. Partly cloudy, highs around 53. Thursday night, mostly clear, lows around 33, and sunny again on Friday, and getting up to 57, 61 on Saturday this week. Mighty fine weather for this Thanksgiving week. Again, right now, 31 degrees. And today we're being kind to Randy Bostic, works with Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Home in Bostic, and we want to wish Randy a happy birthday today. I have these death announcements. Mrs. Etheline Tony Spake, 78, of Duncan's Creek community, died Sunday at Hospice House. A graveside service will be conducted at 2 o'clock Wednesday at Duncan's Creek Presbyterian Church Cemetery. The Reverend Ron Brower and Reverend Bart Shaw will officiate. The visitation will be from 6:30 until 8 o'clock Tuesday at Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service is serving the family of Mrs. Etheline Tony Spake of Duncan's Creek. Carl Wilson Gammon of Austin, Texas, passed away Wednesday, October the 11th in Austin, Texas. The memorial service will be held at First Baptist Church of Forest City today at 2 o'clock with the Reverend Rex Blanton officiating. No formal visitation has been planned, and the Paget and King Mortuary is in charge of the arrangements for Carl Wilson Gammons of Austin, Texas. Wade Volley Nealon, age 69, husband of Vicki Merrill Nealon of Girl Scout Camp Road, Mill Springs, passed away Friday at his home. Funeral services will be conducted at 2 o'clock Tuesday at Cane Creek Missionary Baptist Church on Highway 9 in Lake Lure with the Reverend Ansel Pace and Reverend Paul Nealon officiating. Burial will follow in the church cemetery. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Wade Volley Nealon. Grace D. Flack, age 61, of Mooresboro, died Friday, November the 17th at Hospice House of Forest City. The memorial celebration service will be conducted at 2 o'clock Saturday, November 25th at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel with Mr. Ike Flack III, Mr. Dennis Panther, and Mr. Ryan Epley and Mr. Wade Flack officiating. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service time at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services has been entrusted with the arrangements for Grace D. Flack of Mooresboro. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. Should you need more information about these, tune in this morning at 11:35 and then again at 5:10 this afternoon for the full obituary program. And we have that at 5:15 as part of our afternoon report. It's almost 10 past 7, almost time for the call-around report. We'll catch you up to date on what's been happening over the weekend over your neck of the woods in your various fire districts, some of the ones we cover each and every morning here on the call-around report. Let me remind you that UNC embarrassed Western Carolina yesterday, Saturday, 65-10. Game heard right here on WCAB. We have high school football action. Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy still in the running. As the postseason continues, they'll be playing in Cherokee, North Carolina, up on the Indian Reservation, and we'll have that game broadcast live back to you Friday night. Be sure to stay tuned for all the action this week on WCAB's Most Sports for the Foothills.
Last Thursday, some stunning news from the International Energy Agency. The IEA projects that America will account for over 80% of the worldwide growth in oil production over the next 10 years. They're not happy about that. During the same period, the U.S. is expected to produce 30% more natural gas than Russia. It's a good thing Hillary's not in the White House. She'd sell it all to the Russians. The head of the IEA, Fatih Birol, told a UN climate conference that America will become the undisputed leader of oil and gas production worldwide. Did you catch that? The undisputed leader. I guarantee you, folks, if Hillary Clinton was in the White House upholding the Obama legacy as she promised, there's no way this milestone would be reached. During his 8-year run, Obama did everything he could to destroy America's oil and gas production, to appease the wacko global warming crowd, and to manage America's decline. But the American economy and the world economy run on energy from fossil fuels. Wind, solar, all that other clean, boutique stuff that liberals love. It can't fulfill anywhere near present-day demands, let alone fuel a robust growing economy. That's why America reigning as the undisputed leader of real energy production matters. It means we're coming back like a rocket, and it wouldn't have happened if Trump had not won. Say, when it comes to identity theft, you have a choice, folks. You can rely on monitoring your credit and checking your bank statements, or you can get LifeLock to see more. LifeLock is able to see things you might not be able to see, like someone getting an online payday loan in your name. LifeLock uses proprietary technology to detect and alert you to a wide range of threats. And if you have a problem, one of LifeLock's specialists will work with you to fix it. Now, of course, no one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But with LifeLock, you'll have identity theft protection that allows you to see more identity threats than you may otherwise miss. Memberships start $9.99 a month plus applicable taxes. And you can get a 10% discount by using promo code RUSH. Just call 800-440-4833 or go to lifelock.com and use the promo code RUSH. That's RUSH. 10% off. LifeLock 800-440-4833.
Mr. and Mrs. Business Owners, get your better return from your marketing dollars with the Sales and Advertising Department at WCAB. Get triple coverage from AM 590, Northland Cable Channel 5, and the World Wide Web. It works. Call Tracy or Jim. 287-3356.
Paralyzed Veterans of America, National Service Officers.
We've got an entire generation of men and women who have seen war. They're going to need voices.
Paralyzed Veterans of America represents them.
We're going to make sure that the Veterans Affairs gives them everything that they're entitled to.
Get all the health care they need.
Making a person's house adaptable.
And we also focus on getting them a job.
We help our veterans for free.
Changing lives, building futures. That's Paralyzed Veterans of America. To learn more, visit pva.org. A public service message from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
One of the hottest things going on in automobile world today is the fuel-efficient Ford Escape from Sisk Family Ford. You get more value for your money with the Ford Escape, and you'll appreciate the comfort and the value in this remarkable automobile. Try one on for comfort today at Sisk Family Ford, and whenever you need top-of-the-line service on any automobile you own, be sure to bring it to the experts at Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304.
Born in Illinois in 1853, like many a young man, James East dreamed of becoming a cowboy. At the age of 15, he left home and headed for Texas. Jim worked for a couple of Texas ranchers and went on some cattle drives to Kansas. He also picked up a little extra money by making raids into Mexico and stealing horses to sell on this side of the border. In 1880, Jim was working for the LX outfit. It just so happened that Billy the Kid was doing some cattle rustling in the area, and some of the cattle he took had the LX brand on it. The LX ranch manager put together a posse to stop Billy the Kid. Jim East was one of the cowboys chosen to be on that posse. On November 16, 1880, the posse started after Billy the Kid, and Jim East's life took a dramatic change. After searching for a month, the posse set up an ambush for Billy and his gang at Fort Sumner, New Mexico. Although Billy was able to escape, he left his close friend Tom O'Fallard behind dead. A couple of days later, the posse again caught up with Billy at Stinking Springs. Seeing the situation desperate, Billy and his gang surrendered. Supposedly, some of the posse members wanted to hang Billy the Kid right then and there, but East managed to prevent it from happening. In return, an appreciative Billy the Kid gave East his rifle. When Jim East returned to Texas, he found the cowboy life dull, and the life of a lawman much more to his liking. And so, he spent the remaining 50 years as a lawman in Texas and Arizona. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Well, it's Monday morning, and it is the 20th day of the month, Thanksgiving week here in the foothills. Now let's head toward the phones and start our reports for this morning. Sheriff's Department is our first stop, and we have Corporal Green on the radio right now to give us a report from the weekend. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Doing great, thanks. What's on the report from the weekend?
In the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 231 calls. We've made 17 arrests, and we currently have 180 in jail. In the incident reports, we have a Ray Dean Van Dyke from Ivan Trail in Bostic reported breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. In the arrest reports, we have Kenneth Ronald Dixon from Dogwood Lane in Mooresboro, who was arrested for larceny of a motor vehicle. Robert Philip Harden of Autumn Lane in Spindale, who was arrested for failure to appear on a felony probation violation, and failure to appear on a misdemeanor. We have a Tabitha Christine Murray from 124 Main Street, Mooresboro, who was arrested for felony probation violation. And I believe that's all I got for you today.
All right, Corporal Green, thank you for that report, and you be safe out there today, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Bye. 17 past the hour of 7 o'clock on this Monday morning, 31 degrees. It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to. That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697. Scott is up next from 911 Communications Center with the report. Good morning, Scott. How you doing?
Good morning. We're doing good.
Good. What's on the report from the weekend?
Okay. In the past 48 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 91 EMS calls, 29 for rescue, 231 for the Sheriff's Office, 139 for Forest City Police, 10 for Lake Lore, 49 for Rutherford, 78 for Spindale. And for fire calls, Ellenboro responded to a motor vehicle accident and a grass fire. Forest City responded to a motor vehicle accident. Hudlow responded to motor vehicle accident. Rutherfordton responded to a motor vehicle accident, and SDO also responded to a motor vehicle accident. And that's all we've got for this morning.
Thanks, Scott. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye. 911 reporting in this morning. You go ahead and get over to Gregory's Original Restaurant Eat this week. First of the week, he's going to be closed for Thanksgiving through the rest of the weekend, taking some time off there. So enjoy your Gregory's meal today and tomorrow, and enjoy yourself with a fine meal, such as their fresh garden salad, or maybe their delicious subs or grinders, or steak cooked just the way you like it. Burgers, pastas, all those things on the menu. Onion rings are outstanding. So check yourself in over at Gregory's for lunch today, perhaps, and enjoy that meal at Gregory's today. Call them if you want to call out order. You can do that, 287-2171. Take it home with you tonight, 287-2171. That's Gregory's Original there in the Park Lane Plaza. Good food. And now Ruby Taylor is up next from the Danieltown SDO Fire District. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on your report?
Well, the fire department had a vehicle accident, and on my birthday calendar, I've got Tracy Wilson having birthday, and hope they have a nice day. and the signs are in the knee ties today and going to the knees tomorrow. And that's all I've got, Jim.
Right. Thanks, Ruby. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Rutherford Regional Health System now features its walk-in services at Forest City Family Care at 212 Allendale Drive, Forest City, just behind the Tri-City Mall. Those needing walk-in care enjoy the same great services, but now at the new location. They continue to operate Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. The scope of services remain unchanged for the walk-in patients. When you don't have an appointment but need to be seen quickly, we hope you'll choose the walk-in services now located at the rear entrance of Forest City Family Care. You don't have to go to the big box stores anywhere to shop for Christmas when you got Washburn stores so close by. You'd be surprised what you get. When you walk through the store, you get great ideas. You know, that's a great gift for somebody. They've done some rearranging over there. They got some great ideas for children and kiddos. So go by Washburn store when you're out and about and shop locally as often as you can. Be sure you pick up some of that coconut bonbon candy packages, those orange slices or chocolate-covered peanuts or those coconut haystacks, and all those kinds of good candy is available. It's fresh, too, at Washburn General Store between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic-Sunshine Highway. Here's Steve now. He's up in Rumbling Ball overlooking beautiful Lake Lure. And this beautiful fall morning, Steve, how you doing?
It is a beautiful morning. I hope you're doing well this morning, Jim.
Yes, I am indeed.
Okay. Well, we're moving forward this week. We got a very busy week on hand, and Thanksgiving weekend always is. So we look forward to a lot of homeowners will come in, and it'll be packed as always. It's 32 degrees this morning, and the fundraiser for the Bills Creek Fire Department was very successful, I understand.
Good.
Shout out Kelly Flynn. He won the grand prize. So that's a good thing. So we'll keep it in the community. So all seem to be going as normal here. Except, actually, I can't say that. We do have a couple issues going on right now. We have a main water line break in the Quail Ridge part of our community, and we have power outage in Deerfield.
Oh.
So we got a couple issues going on this morning, but we're being told that everything should be back to normal by around noon.
Oh.
So hopefully before then, actually.
Good, I hope so.
As it is.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not good to be without power on a cool morning like this.
No, I hope most folks have the backup heating. So fireplaces and propane.
Yeah.
We hope that most folks have, or everybody actually has what they need to stay warm.
Good.
If not, come on down here. We got some buildings that you can hang out in until such time we get everything working good.
Good service.
Yes, sir.
Steve, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, and I hope you have a great Monday, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Same to you, Jim.
Right,
see you.
Steve, I've been running up all in this cool morning. It's 23 past 7, and today we're being kind to Randy Bostic, works at Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Services in Bostic.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC. We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for a city.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for a city. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
And Bob Hodge is waiting on our phone call. He's over in the Hudlow Fire District with this cool morning report. Bob, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing just fine on this here frosty morning.
Yeah, you wrapped up over there?
I'm all wrapped up over here this morning. Looked like it snowed out there last night.
I know it. There's a lot of thick ice on the windshields this morning, too, folks have got to take care of.
I bet it is there. People have to get out and go to work or whatever this morning. Have to let the car run a while, huh?
That's right.
Defrost that windshield up.
Yeah, the gas people love that.
Yeah, make sure it's good and clear because a lot of people crank up and take off. Can't see where you're going there.
It is, sometimes they forget the side windows as well, and when you pull up to traffic, you can't see down either side because you're still covered over. So we need to make sure those windows are scraped off as well.
Yeah. Make sure your windows are good and clear before you take off this morning there, 'cause we don't want running out in front or getting run over by somebody there. But, Jim, it is, like you say, a good cold start this morning, but looks like it's going to be a nice day. Warm up after lunchtime there, it looks like some. But up here with the fire department over the weekend, we answered a couple of medical calls, and then we answered a vehicle accident call, Hudlow Road and Rock Corner Road. And, Jim, that's about it with the fire department there. Maybe it'll stay pretty quiet today with us up here, and I hope you have a good day over there.
Bob, thanks so much. I will try my best to do that, and you and Imogene have a great day as well, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob. Bob Hodge reporting there out of Hudlow, the Hudlow Fire District this morning. Well, speaking of Christmas and money, would you like to have $8,000, or maybe $5,000, $500, maybe, or $1,000? The grand prize for the Christmas raffle, Chamber of Commerce sponsors. The final drawing is going to be Thursday night downtown Forest City when they turn the lights on. There is an early bird prize being drawn today at the town hall there in Forest City for $100. And all those $100 winners, of course, go back in the box for the grand prize. We have a third prize for $500, second prize for $1,000, and a grand prize for $8,000. And you can't win unless you've got a ticket, raffle ticket, and they're $50, and all that proceeds go to the Chamber of Commerce for the year. And if you'd like to help that and be in a running for that and have that big drawing downtown Forest City, you do not have to be present to win, but you must have a ticket in there. I've got about 4 left, I believe, up here. If you'd like to get yours before the $100 drawing today, come on by and we'll make sure that you're happy about your ticket. And we've got about 4 left here at WCAB, so get your ticket and support the Chamber of Commerce, and you could be $8,000 richer for Christmas. Now we're going over to Cherry Mountain Fire District, and that's where Sue Price is this morning with our Cool Morning Report. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Jim.
You warm this morning?
Well, I'm warm, but it's cold outside.
Oh, yeah.
I had 31 degrees, and it's cold enough. The hunters had a cold morning to get out this morning.
Boy,
I hope they all bundled up.
A bunch of them out there this morning. Deer season opened up this morning, so they're right there in abundance, I know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope they can get some of them. The deer population's getting out of hand, I think.
Yes.
Well, let's see. 31 degrees. I didn't have any calls from the fire department. Don't have any birthdays on my church calendar. Now, is today your and Faye's anniversary?
That is correct.
I thought so. I hope you'll have a good one.
Well, thank you.
Your family got in?
They did, got in safe and sound Saturday night, and we're enjoying their visitation this week, so we're having a big time around the house.
Well, I'm sure. And let's see. Fairview's got a birthday for Jasmine DeSosa, and First Broad has a birthday for Stephen Smith, so I hope all these folks are going to have a good day, and anybody that's celebrating the anniversary or birthday, we hope they'll have a good day today. And in my announcements, the community Thanksgiving service will be Wednesday night at 7 o'clock at Wilson Baptist Church, so all your churches taking part in that, and anybody else is welcome to come on out for that. And also on December the 11th at the Golden Valley Community Club, the Community Blood Center of the Carolinas will be there to take blood donations. So if you want to make an appointment, you can call Ron at 828-248-3782. And I believe that's the only announcement I have, Jim. It's just quiet over this way, cold, but looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one.
Thanks, Sue. I appreciate that, and stay warm over there. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's 7:30 here on the studios of WCAB, and 7:30 across the country. Got some places at 6:30. And different time, but somewhere it's 7:30 somewhere. Farmer's Friend Feed Seed and Supply just opened the gate. I saw George open the gate a moment ago, and he's over there. He wants you to know that he's giving away $250 gift certificates twice. Giving them one of them away Wednesday of this week, November 29th. He's giving away $250 gift certificate, and the other one will be given away December 20th. There's no purchase necessary. Just go by there and register. While you're there, you might want to check out propane tanks. Plenty of that. Special propane grill tanks, 20 pound, only $10.99. A lot of things. Generic dog food, 40 pounds for $11.99, and all your seeds and bird seeds and dog food and shelled deer corn. It's a good day for deer hunting. 50 pound shelled deer corn, $7. Corn on the cob, $8 a bag. All that and more awaits you when you visit the good, friendly neighbors here at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supplies. You know, when you need a plumber, you want someone with a reputation of getting right out to you and getting the job done for you the right way. That'll be Olmsted Plumbing. Since 1973, the Olmsted family has been serving homeowners and builders with the best of service. From unclogging a drain to replacing fixtures and appliances to remodeling jobs, their top quality work, fair prices, and punctual service has made them the area's leading plumbing firm. Eric and Chad are continuing that family tradition, and they'd like to serve you. Call 245-7302. Experience plus equipment equals excellence. Olmsted Plumbing at 245-7302. Well, it's time for the Kelly Reports. That's Brenda Kelly reporting from the big city of Union Mills, North Carolina, and the rural section of that area. Here she is now, ladies and gentlemen, Brenda Kelly. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today on this magnificent cold Monday morning?
Yes, I'm happy as
Very
I can
cold.
be. Happy as I can be, and warmed down that I got in the building, but boy, it was cold this morning.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it looks like a snow out here on the cars, and the frost on the ground looks like snow.
Yep. I expect
it's pretty, but it's cold. Yeah.
I expect there's a lot of frost on the pumpkins this morning.
I guarantee you they are. Just advise people to be careful with their heating systems when it gets cold like this. People sort of get careless.
Yep.
Yeah,
we always like to remind folks to check on those elderly neighbors that might not be aware of their conditions and make sure they have plenty of heat and plenty of food.
That's exactly right. I fall in that category.
You're not elderly.
I hope not. How old do you have to be to qualify for elderly? 90 to 100?
I don't know what that category is.
95 to 100? Or
they tell me ARP puts you on there about 19 now.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I'm just kidding. But I think, 50, 55, they start sending you notes about joining the AARP.
Yeah.
Of course, they're after the dollars. That's what they're after.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But I'm just happy to be alive.
I'm happy to be alive as well.
And you're enjoying your family?
Yes, I am. Boy, those kids are full of energy, man. I love to have part of their energy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're growing up a storm.
Well, let's see. I've got 24 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays or anniversaries today except for one, and that's Jim and Faye Bishop. And we hope y'all have a wonderful day today. You be good to that lady.
Well, I will.
Okay.
I don't deserve her, but I'll be good to her.
Well, most men don't deserve the women they got.
Only you would say that, brother.
No, I was just kidding. It's all give and take.
It is. That's right.
Yeah. It's 50-50. But in ways of announcements, Pictures with Santa on Saturday, November the 25th from 2 to 4 p.m. No cost. Refreshments. The children can make a Christmas ornament, and this is at the Gilkey School Community Center. Also at the Gilkey School Community Center, a turkey shoot November the 25th, 10 a.m. until. Bring your own gun. They'll furnish the ammo. For more information, call Dale Smith at 287-4120 or Harry Deaton at 429-9075. And then on Thursday, December the 7th at 6 p.m., Union Mills Community House, covered dish meal. Bring a small exchange gift for door prize. This is the time we pack boxes for our seniors and shut-ins. and they have 25 boxes this time to be packed. So please bring fruit, candy, wrap, cookies, raisins, peanut butter crackers, and other things that shut-ins would enjoy. You can call 287-7519 or 287-3502 to have them picked up. And other than that, I don't know of anything else going on. It's just cold and short and sweet up here.
Man, I've been so busy lately getting ready for the kids to come in and so many different events we've been having to go to. Time just slips up on us, and all of a sudden we looked at each other and said, you know, Monday's our anniversary. I thought, already here?
Well, you know, you do get busy this time of the year. I know we went to church yesterday. We had our Thanksgiving meal after church, and Brother Ernie and Karen was talking. They had one the night before, and they had that in the church. They was going to have one that later on that evening, and then theirs with, you know, their own family Thursday. I thought, my goodness, and it's like that from now to what after New Year's, because people eat a lot of food on New Year's too.
Yeah, I was sent to Fayette text the other day while I was working on the calendar, and we had, I don't know, 4 or 5 lined up in 1 week events to go to. And she said, please, no more. Please, no more. So
I'm telling you.
I don't know.
It gets busy, doesn't it?
It does. I'm having to turn down quite a few.
But we enjoy it and everything. And so I fixed a dish of candy sweet potatoes and tucked to the meal yesterday, and I toasted some little marshmallows on top of them.
Yeah, I love
and
it.
So they heated them up in the microwave, and of course it just melted and run down in it, but that's all right. You still got the taste of it, you know. And everybody said, who fixed the sweet potatoes? Who fixed the sweet potatoes? I said, I did, and it was all thumbs up. And so when I got ready to leave, I set the bowl down on the table till I got the rest of the stuff. Brother Ernie said, I said, you can tell a good cook when your bowls look like this, they go back empty. And he said, well, ain't but one thing wrong with it. I said, what's that? He said, next time bigger bowl and put more in it.
Yeah, I
said, oh, my goodness.
Where was the lunch?
Over at Mount Olivet Baptist Church.
Okay.
That's where I've been going for a while now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they love good food over there, too, don't they?
Well, hey, do you know anybody that don't like good food? There's some good cooks over there, too, I'm going to tell you.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Well, it's the time of year to eat.
That's exactly right. And you know what bad part of it is? I've got a doctor's appointment on 29th of this month.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to weigh 20 pounds more than I did back in May.
Join the club. Join the club. I just refuse to not worry. I'm not even going to worry about it until after the Christmas.
That's about what I've decided. You know, I think I fight this battle every day of my life, trying not to gain weight.
Yeah.
I'm just look at it and gain it.
I'm going to eat it. I'm just going to maybe less of it, but I'm certainly going to eat all the baked goodies that come my way and all the special Thanksgiving dinners. I'm going to enjoy it, absolutely. That's
right. That's what we should do.
You only go around in live one time, right?
I'm telling you, I like your theory.
Well, I hope you have a great day up there.
You too, and we'll catch you later.
See you, Brenda. Bye-bye.
Okay.
That's Miss Callie reporting the Callie Report from Union Mills, North Carolina. Well, you know what? Over at Southern Carpet, they know what life is really all about. They grew up here in this county. They started a business in this county. They've had kids. They've sent them to school. They sent them to church and brought them to church. And they know kids make a mess. They know dogs track in mud. That's why they carry floors that stand up to the day-to-day like Tarkett flooring. They have the widest range of flooring products that are both beautiful and resilient. And right now you can find out more about these fabulous flooring products just for the visit to Southern Carpet in Forest City. Find some excellent pricing right now too. Get that perfect floor. Get your house looking better. Increase the value perhaps by having new floor covering and new carpet. It helps, it works, and it looks good. Southern Carpet, 1512 West Main Street, Forest City.
Your car only needs one place to prepare for the cooler months ahead. RS Speedy Lube, Railroad Avenue, Ruth. RS Express Inspection Station can get you back on the road and keep you legal. RS Speedy Lube Station has 2 lanes to get you in and out in no time. They carry wiper blades and will rotate your tires. Complete car care altogether, including transmission flush and car wash. Count on Chris and his team to take care of all your car needs. Make it your first stop. RS Speedy Lube Service Center, Railroad Avenue in Ruth.
And we're going to Ellenboro. That's where Luther Gilligan resides, and he's out and about. Maybe he's staying in where it's warm this morning, but he has the report for us from the Ellenboro Fire District. Good morning, Luther.
Good morning. It is warm sitting here in this big old chair.
You'll get lazy and go to sleep here in a minute if we don't, when we stop talking.
I don't have to get lazy to go to sleep. I just have to sit down. Hey, I can go to sleep on a heartbeat.
I can understand.
I go to sleep between time you hang up with Brenda Kelly until you get to me.
You can go to sleep by the time they sing that last hymn and the preacher starts preaching, can't you?
That's right. All I got to do is sit down and go to sleep. But hey, we're having a good morning there. It's going to be a good day. It's going to warm up some today. We're going out here and we're going to have a good time. But the truck will stay nice and warm. But I say not a whole lot going on. I see we had, our department only had one accident on one little rest part over the weekend. Didn't have any medical calls. So that's a good day. I didn't nobody get terribly sick. And nothing else is going on now. We just wait on Thanksgiving to get here. But we want, excuse me, but we want to wish happy birthday today to Bobby Whitworth, everyone. And also Clyde Moog down here. He's having a birthday today. So we hope these two men have a great day and enjoy their day. Jim, there's nothing else happening there. You have a great day up there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Luther. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you.
Take care.
Bye. Luther Gilligan there reporting out of Ellenboro, and that leaves us time for a big birthday party for this 20th of November. And you can call yours in to us now, 287-3356. We've cleared the phone lines for birthdays and anniversaries, and we'll give away some delicious daylight donuts here in just a few moments. But I'd love to tell you about Miracle-Ear, because there are a lot of fabulous things about this Miracle-Ear Genius 2.0 that we've been talking about. My. You'll find that advanced technology very appealing. High-def sound quality adapts to your surroundings automatically. Yep. Directional focus, it zeroes in on conversations while reducing distracting background noise. And feedback cancellation, it prevents that noticeable, embarrassing whistling noise that many older hearing instruments provide. Get this Miracle-Ear Genius 2.0 information from Lisa Terry at Miracle-Ear in Forest City, 1512 West Main Street, Suite 102, or over in Shelby, over in East Dixon Boulevard. She's a hearing specialist, and she'd love for you to come by and get acquainted and have that free hearing test, no obligation whatsoever. Get yourself in a better state for the next year. 2018 could be a better hearing year for you, and lifetime to come with Miracle-Ear.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control for just a moment. Honest, dependable, and on-time service, and that's important for those of us who are busy people. Tim Hutchins is the owner, and along with his family, Chad, Charlie, and Emily, they have been voted the best in pest control 6 years. And if you have a pest problem, or if you want to take care of it before it becomes a problem, call on Hutchins Pest Control. 34 years experience, and with their family name behind what they do, you can best assured it's going to be done right. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control. Here's the phone number, 287-5171. That's 287-5171. Hutchins Pest Control. Honest, dependable, and on time.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
That's really something to crow about. It's the Daylight Donuts from Granny B's in Spindale. Get yours today. While they're fresh, they're good, they're delicious. It's Daylight Donuts. It's something to crow about. Happy birthday. Well, happy birthday to Randy Bostic of Bostic. He works at Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Services, and he's our Be Kind to person today. Donald Murray over in Sunshine works for the Forest Service over in Morganton. He's having a birthday today. Jim Henderson is having a birthday. Gary Thompson is also celebrating. Let's see, who else is having a birthday on this 20th? I believe that's all the list we have, but just a personal privilege. I want to wish my wife a happy anniversary. A long time she's put up with this old codger. I love her and appreciate her, and hope that many more years to come. Happy anniversary, dear Faye. We'll find out who's going to win the Daylight Donuts in just a moment. Kenneth Lauder had a birthday yesterday.
Legendary Bear Bryant, the Alabama football coach, was one of the greatest football coaches of all times. But how did he do it? How was he so successful? He once responded with the following answer: I'm just a plowhand from Arkansas, but I have learned how to hold a team together, how to lift some men up, how to calm others down, until finally they've got one heartbeat together, a team. There's just three things I'd ever say. If anything goes bad, I did it. If anything goes semi-good, then we did it. If anything goes real good, then you did it. That's all it takes to get people to win football games for you. Successful CEOs described in the book Good to Great are those who take the blame when things go wrong and credit others when things go well. There is little sympathy or support for the person who takes the credit for the work of others. If you are in charge of a department or a project, building teamwork is a significant part of your job. The Bible pattern is to look out for the welfare of others before looking out for yourself. Leaders with devoted followers are usually leaders who are lavish with their praise for the work of others. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living. Scripts for these programs are sold in book form by calling toll-free 1-888-333-KEYS or visit our website at www.todayskey.net.
And a big congratulations going out to Gary Thompson. Gary Thompson is the lucky winner. We drew his name. He's now going to get them Daylight Donuts from Granny B's, and we'll have that certificate over here at our studios in beautiful downtown Whiteside Road. Just stop by, Gary, and we'll have that certificate for you and enjoy those delicious Daylight Donuts. Now, coming up the next hour on Mondays, we always like to have Terry Thomas on the radio to give us an update on where some job opportunities are, and there are many out there, folks. We have plenty of places for you to go to work, from entry level up to other levels. So be sure to find your opportunity this morning when Terry Thomas gives us a short list of where jobs are here in our county.
NCN News News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. Charles Manson, the cult leader who sent his followers to carry out a string of notorious murders, died last night of natural causes at the age of 83. Manson spent half a century behind bars, convicted of orchestrating the murder of a pregnant actress, Sharon Tate, and 6 others. CBS News' John Blackstone has that report.
In 1969, Manson's followers committed 7 savage murders in Southern California. The most famous victim was actress Sharon Tate, the 26-year-old pregnant wife of director Roman Polanski. He described the murder scene to reporters.
You will see a lot of blood all over the place, cradles, baby clothes.
A summary released by the Department of Defense shows reports of sexual assault from Fort Bragg increased by 28% in 2016 over the year before. Gail Hurd has more.
The summary says Fort Bragg received 146 reports of sexual assault in 2016 compared to 114 reports in 2015. It also notes that the location of the assault and the location of the report don't necessarily coincide. Camp Lejeune had 169 reports of sexual assault in 2016 compared to 164 the year before. I'm Gail Hurd.
Investigators say 29-year-old Ramel Saul Holt is now armed and dangerous. He is accused of killing 25-year-old police officer Brian Shaw over the weekend after a traffic stop. Don Daler has that.
Holt has a criminal record reportedly dating back to 2007, which includes firearm and drug convictions.
Authorities say a man attempted to kidnap an 11-year-old girl at a Christmas show in Charlotte. Witnesses had her seated at the Southern Christmas show when they noticed a man approach an 11-year-old girl who was walking with her family and tried to walk off with her. 3 people were injured early Sunday in Raleigh after a shooting and fight broke out at a restaurant there. You're listening to NCN News.
Need a gift idea for a sports nut? Give them a gift subscription to the ACC Sports Journal. Every issue of the ACC Sports Journal is filled with the rumors, recruiting updates, and insider news that sports fans crave. It's the perfect gift for fans of the Tar Heels, Blue Devils, Wolfpack, Demon Deacons, and the rest of the ACC. Order your gift subscription now at accsports.com, and you'll save 60% off the cover price. That's a full year's subscription of 24 issues for just $39. Ordering is fast and it's easy too. Just go to accsports.com right now and click on the big yellow subscribe now button. Order your gift subscription today and we'll also send you a card letting your favorite sports fan know it's a special gift from you. Don't miss out on this offer. Go to accsports.com now and click on the subscribe now button.
White House puts a price tag on the opioid crisis. Over to CBS's Vicki Barker.
The Council of Economic Advisors will today say the true cost of the opioid crisis is roughly $500 billion. That's more than 6 times higher than previously thought, and it only covers the year 2015. The epidemic's even worse today. Not clear if these new figures will spark a rethink by President Trump. So far, he's stopped short of committing any new federal spending to fighting opioid abuse. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
The State Agriculture Department is taking steps to help poultry farmers caught in the bind by the sudden closing of an approved processor just ahead of the busy holiday season. State Agriculture Commissioner Steve Troxler tells SFNtoday.com that the situation could not have come at a worse time.
They don't have a place to get the birds inspected and slaughtered, and the closest USDA-approved facilities accepting new customers for poultry processing are actually in Ohio and Kentucky. So you can't just go across the street and find somebody else to do it, and so there's a lot of things that got to be done.
A poultry company in Morganton says it has installed cameras in the plant where live birds are present after a federal report found 33 inhuman violations. Authorities are searching the Texas Big Bend area for potential suspects and witnesses after a U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent was fatally injured responding to activity there. Reporter Ashley Kostler has more.
Agents were out on the side of I-10 for several hours trying to piece it all together. Helicopters flew overhead. In the nearby town of Van Horn, residents were alarmed by today's news.
Well, this is a small community. You don't think about this happening
next door. You think about this happening somewhere else. It's absolutely terrifying.
According to Customs and Border Protection, Martinez was an El Paso.
24/7 WCAB is serving the foothills of the Carolinas. Learn more about us at www.wcab59.com. From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. ABC News has learned that Special Counsel Robert Mueller is reaching out to the Trump administration for all documents related to the firing of former FBI Director Robert Mueller and the recusal of Jeff Sessions from the entire Russia investigation.
Pressed by Congress, Attorney General Jeff Sessions has refused to publicly discuss what President Trump told him about firing James Comey as FBI Director.
That calls for a communication that I've had with the President, and I believe it remains confidential.
Now, ABC News has learned the special counsel has instructed the Justice Department to turn over documents relating to Sessions' recusal from the Russia probe and the President's firing of Comey. Two decision points that go straight to the question of whether the administration tried to obstruct justice. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
In a weekend interview, the publicist who set up the 2016 meeting at Trump Tower between Donald Trump Jr. and a Russian lawyer now says he's ready to discuss that with Mueller.
Rob Goldstone told the Sunday Times that he's, quote, keen to talk and put his recollection of the events on the public record. So that June 2016 meeting at Trump Tower remains in focus. Jared Kushner, who attended that meeting, has recently been accused by Senate leaders of withholding information about additional contacts with the Russians. But Kushner's attorney says he's cooperated fully and that Kushner rejected additional offers of meeting with the Russians.
ABC Senior Justice Department correspondent Pierre Thomas. A U.S. Customs agent has died along with Texas-Mexico border. Texas Senator Ted Cruz says it was an attack. The FBI has not released a cause of death. In 1993, infamous cult leader Charles Manson gave an exclusive interview to ABC's Diane Sawyer.
Is Charlie Manson crazy?
Well, whatever that means. Sure, he's crazy as mad as a hatter. What difference does it make? You know, a long time ago, being crazy meant something. Nowadays, everybody's crazy. So, I mean, synonymous. I mean, it's an irony, man. It's a pair of ducks. I mean, are you crazy?
Manson directed his followers to murder 7 people in L.A. in 1969. He died overnight at the age of 83. You're listening to ABC News.
Are you drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay? Then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship many consumers are facing in the current economy, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easy to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by the tax resolvers for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone, but call the Tax Resolvers Helpline today, 800-378-5923. If you owe back taxes and can't afford to pay them back, or you even have years of unfiled tax returns, there is no need to fear anymore. But you have to call the Tax Resolvers Helpline today, 800-378-5923, for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pensions, home, and even your Social Security check. Call 800-378-5923. Call 800-378-5923 for your free consultation and see if you qualify. That's 800-378-5923.
An American woman rescued from the Taliban last month is speaking out about the 5 years she and her husband spent as hostages. Caitlin Coleman Boyle and her Canadian husband were traveling in Afghanistan when they were captured by the Haqqani network. They had 3 children during their years in captivity. And in an exclusive interview with ABC News, Caitlin Coleman Boyle says she hopes her boys can find happiness as they grow up.
My wish for them now is that they never have to face fear in their lives again, that they can heal from this.
She says she is grateful to the Pakistani forces who rescued them last month. Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe given until noon today to step aside, or those who took over the government say he will be impeached. Mugabe went on television for a 20-minute rambling speech, but he did not resign during it. Many said they were disappointed. They want him gone. Bruno Mars was the big winner at last night's American Music Awards, even though he wasn't there.
Bruno Mars. Artist of the Year, Bruno Mars, who wasn't actually at the show.
I'm a million miles away right now in a minivan.
The American Music Awards voted on by the fans, and if the fans voted for Best Performance, that might have gone to Pink, who danced on the side of a building in downtown LA, or K-pop band BTS, who fans lost their minds for, or Diana Ross.
This is all about love.
Who closed the show, brought the house down while picking up a Lifetime Achievement Award. Backstage at the AMA's, Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
This is ABC News.
We discovered that my daughter was using drugs. We were really at a loss. We'd been told by so many people to kick her out, to use tough love. You can't take a one-size-fits-all approach to substance use disorders. They're all different. You are the only one that knows your child. It's a slow process, and although it hasn't been perfect, she's not using drugs anymore, we're really hopeful. We're all in recovery from this disease.
There's hope and help at drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
I'm Sherry Preston.
North Carolina Tractor Supply, your Massey Ferguson dealer in Rutherford, has some really great ideas this year. This could be the year for you to get that Massey Ferguson you've been wanting. Stop by today and see what Massey Ferguson and Phil Sheehan at North Carolina Tractor Supply have for you. Check to see if you qualify for 0% financing. Today could be your day at North Carolina Tractor Supply, Railroad Avenue, Rutherford.
We'll start the week with a large area of high pressure overhead that should bring lots of sunshine today. Maybe a couple of thin high clouds late in the afternoon or evening. Should be cool with low humidity and highs about 55 to 60. Tonight we'll call it fair to partly cloudy and chilly with lows in the low to mid-30s. We'll turn partly to mostly cloudy as we head through the day on Tuesday. It'll continue cool tomorrow. A very slim chance of a sprinkle or two, mainly in the south later in the day. Highs again 55 to 60. I'm Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Well, I believe if you could write the perfect weather forecast for Thanksgiving week, this would be the one that you would write. It's going to be sunny all week long with temperatures livable. 56 expected today for the daytime high. Thanksgiving Day, 53 for the daytime high. Dropping back to 33 overnight. Tonight we're going to be at 34, 40 tomorrow night. Wednesday night 34. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy, highs around 61. And Saturday night, lows around 39. Not bad, not bad. This morning it was cold, and it still is. 29 degrees right now, but we will be warming up to about 56 under sunny skies this morning. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the third hour of the morning wake-up call, and congratulations to Gary Thompson. He won the Daylight Donuts this morning from random drawing, and we're being kind to Randy Bostick, works over at Washburn Dorsey Funeral Home there in Bostick, and we wish Randy a happy birthday, and also Gary Thompson. Well, I have 3 tickets left to the reverse raffle. Just sold one just a moment ago. Got 3 more left. If you'd like to have one of those, or all 3 of them, stop by here this morning, and we'll get you in the drawings for the big grand prize coming up on Thursday night for the $8,000 grand prize. It could be you, but you got to have a ticket in the box. All right, it's Monday morning, and we always love to check in with Terry Thomas on Monday mornings to find out where some job opportunities are. So wake up, folks. And if you know somebody that needs a job, punch them and tell them Terry Thomas is on the radio. Good morning, Terry. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Doing great. Welcome to Monday.
A little bit chilly, though.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a beautiful Thanksgiving week, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Terry, tell us where some jobs are.
Okay. In the Forest City area, we have a sales associate. This is a full-time position. It requires a high school diploma and or GED, but it does not require any experience, and the pay depends upon experience. We have a machine operator assistant in the Forest City area. This job pays $13 an hour, and it does not require any experience. In the Tryon area, we have an operations services lead position. This is working in a bank. You must have a high school diploma and or GED and at least 2 years of customer service. And the pay on this job depends upon experience. Also in the Tryon area, we have a construction laborer position. This job pays $12 to $15 an hour depending upon experience. You must have a high school diploma and or GED, but it does not require any experience. In the Spindle area, we have an income maintenance caseworker 2 position. This job does require a high school diploma and or GED and at least 1 year experience as a caseworker. This job pays $28,144 a year. Also in the Spindle area, we have a processing assistant 3 position. This is a part-time job. You must have a high school diploma and or GED and at least 1 year experience. This job pays $11.77 an hour. In the Rutherfordton area, we have an optometric assistant position. This job does require a high school diploma and or GED and the employer is willing to train, and the pay on this job depends upon experience. We also have an environmental safety and health director position for the Rutherford area. This job does require a bachelor's degree and at least 10 years experience, and this job pays depending upon experience. Also in the Far City area, we have a chief building engineer supervisor position. This job does require a bachelor's degree and also 10 years experience, and the pay on this job depends upon experience. If you're willing to commute to the Marion area, we have a temporary staffing agency that's going to be hiring for the Baxter plant. However, they will be interviewing in our office here at the Rutherford County Career Center tomorrow from 10 to 2. This job pays $12.20 an hour. You must have a high school diploma and or GED, and they will take walk-in interviews. They will be here from 10 to 2, but you must bring a picture ID and your Social Security card, and you must not have any felonies. So they will be interviewing here in our office tomorrow from 10 to 2. These are just the few of the jobs that we have available at the Rutherford County NC Works Career Center. We are located at 223 Charlotte Road, Rutherford. For more information on these or other positions, you can call us at 286-3042 or go on our website at www.ncworks.gov. And we will be closed this Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I was going to ask you about Thanksgiving holiday. So Thursday, Friday, you'll be closed. Be there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
That's correct.
Terry Thomas, thank you. And you have a great Thanksgiving.
It's my pleasure.
See ya.
You too.
All right, that's some job opportunities there, folks. Go get them.
The Grace of God Rescue Mission will again be serving a free Thanksgiving dinner for needy people in our community. If you know of a less fortunate person or family that needs a meal, please invite them to come to the mission to eat on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, starting at 11 a.m. For just $5, you can help provide one of these dinners or one of the more than 43,000 meals that the mission will be providing next year. Or your gift can help provide safe shelter, Christian guidance, and other vital services to the less fortunate. The Women's Homeless Shelter, Gail's House, the Men's Homeless Shelter, Grace Acres, evening meal for any needy person 7 nights a week, the 6-month in-house substance abuse program called Scott's Center of Hope. Hungry, hurting, and homeless people need your help. Please mail the most generous gift today. The Grace of God Rescue Mission, Post Office Box 212, Forest City, North Carolina, 28043. Thank you, and God bless.
Thanks, Lou. We're still in the freezer locker this morning, 31 degrees right now, but it's a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let's look at some stories from here and there this morning. Daily Courier is reporting about Forest City Fire and Rescue, and the town's police department rushed to Everest Textile on Friday morning on West Main Street after a 911 call alerted them to a possible fire in the plant. When emergency crews arrived, there was smoke showing between a masonry and metal wall, according to Assistant Fire Chief Greg Tate. A person reportedly disposed of a cigarette in the area of a covered building, igniting residue from the former Sara Lee plant. It was not inside the building, and there was no property damage, according to Tate. Meanwhile, when Spindale firefighters arrived at a home on 160 Crowderry Road in Spindale at 11:15 p.m. Thursday, the house was fully engulfed with fire. Also destroyed was a Nissan Altima vehicle parked in the driveway. According to firefighters, the fire started due to an electrical problem in the laundry room. The fire spread throughout the attic, and the car caught fire, erupting the gasoline tank. The home is owned by Chuck Carver. The renters were able to escape the fire and went next door to the neighbor's house until help arrived. Assisting Spindale at the scene was Rutherford Fire and Rescue. Also, the Spindale Police Department was assisting with that as well. Other news from here and there, as you recall, Mountain Faith Band was with us in the studio on Friday, and Summer Brook and her team there visited Sunshine Elementary School, did a performance, and talked to the kids about the importance and impact of writing. In 2015, the Mountain Faith Band, based out of Silva, was featured on America's Got Talent. The group also, and they went up to the finals, but did not make the final cut, but they were up there on the very top. They performed Saturday night at the Foundation Performing Arts Center in Spindale. And opening, also on the program, they were opening for Sadie Robertson, the Duck Dynasty family. She was the daughter of Phil Robertson, founder of Duck Commander. Other news from here and there, the 2017 municipal election is official after Friday's county canvass of votes that were cast in the 8 municipal elections on November 7th. 15% of the eligible voters in the towns re-elected incumbents and also elected new faces to several boards. One new mayor was elected. 15%. It's not a lot of people, is it? Write-in candidate Denver Buchanan was elected mayor of Ruth, while incumbent Mayor Mickey Bland of Spindale was re-elected to his post. Elections Board member Gail Parton, Chairman Margaret Heldon, and Secretary and Brian King member signed all documents after the 30-minute canvass process to verify all votes were counted in that election. Historic day for Lake Lure Classical Academy. LLCA closes on $11.8 million loan Wednesday with the signing of a closing documents with the United States Department of Agriculture for an $11.8 million 40-year loan. The gymatorium is part of the school's 10-year master plan. Checking some other sources of news, there were 3 more arrests made in an ongoing drug crackdown over in Cleveland County. Officers arrested 3 others, Robert Lee Oxentine of Kaiser Road, Lawndale, and Robin Rita Price, 44, and Richard Allen and Thurman Jr., both of Big Hill Road, Lawndale, for multiple charges related to drug possession from a 4-month drug investigation in the Big Hill Road area. The Sheriff's Office's ongoing operation in the area came to a head November 16th when Deputy Tim Sims stopped a car for a moving violation on Big Hill Road near Kaiser. During a search of the vehicle, a Sheriff's Officer K9 indicated there were drugs in the vehicle. A search yielded 55 grams of meth worth roughly $5,600, a concealed .357 caliber handgun, and assorted drug paraphernalia, according to reports. Oxentine was arrested during the traffic stop and received $100,000 bond for allegedly trafficking 40 grams of methamphetamine, carrying a concealed weapon, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Price, also arrested during the stop, received a $75,000 bond on charges of possession of 15 grams of meth, possession with intent to sell, deliver meth, and possession of drug paraphernalia. But this isn't the first time the Sheriff's Office has arrested Price. Anyone who hears this or reads the article on drug arrest might notice a pattern. Sheriff Norman said, "We are very good at putting these drug dealers in jail. Either they are very slow to recognize or too greedy to care, that we don't stop investigating them just because we have put in jail one time. We would prefer they stop dealing drugs on their own, but we are more than happy to arrest them again." The Sheriff's narcotics investigators originally began an investigation into the sale and distribution of methamphetamine in August, making several controlled buys from Big Hill Road at a residence shared by Price and Thurman. On October the 5th, Sheriff's deputies arrested Price at her home and charged her with conspiring to sell methamphetamine and maintaining a dwelling for selling narcotics. She was placed under a $10,000 bond. Thurman was also arrested for possession with intent to sell, deliver methamphetamine, and maintaining a dwelling for selling narcotics. He was placed under a $30,000 bond. Thurman remained in Cleveland County Slammer, according at this report time. You'd think they'd learn, but you'd think they could stay locked up until trial time, wouldn't you? But I guess that's part of the law. Over in Troy, North Carolina, a North Carolina volunteer fire department has refused requests to take down the Confederate flag flying outside the station house, and county officials are threatening them. They are threatening to restrict their funding because they're flying the Confederate flag. The Charlotte Observer reports the Uharry Volunteer Fire Department gets $19,000 a year from Montgomery County, plus $400,000 annually for fire trucks. The department was organized as a nonprofit corporation in 1983, and county commissioners said in a letter that they would limit the fire department's funding until it removes the flag. They said they would pay only for fuel and maintenance of the 2 county-owned trucks that firefighters operate. The county also will replace the your area name on the trucks with graphics in support of the county's stance on equal rights and freedom of speech. You do it my way or we'll hold your money back for you, brothers. 19 minutes after 8 o'clock, we have the Sheriff's Report with Corporal Green coming up in just a moment.
Washburn-Dorsey Funeral Home, along with McMahon's Funeral Home and Paget and King Mortuary, invite you to a free screening of the movie Honor Flight, a documentary depicting the travel of 4 World War II veterans to the nation's capital to the World War II Veterans Memorial. The movie will be shown at 1 o'clock Tuesday, January 16th at the Retro Cinema 4 in Forest City. To reserve your seat for you and a guest, please call one of the sponsoring funeral homes during regular business hours, Monday through Friday, or with any questions concerning the showing of the movie Honor Flight.
Did you know that Rutherford County's largest pediatrics practice has 5 providers to serve the children and youth of this area? And even better, Rutherford Children's Care is welcoming new patients. With 3 physicians and 2 mid-level providers, the group is available to examine, diagnose, and treat patients from birth to age 18. Rutherford Children's Care is conveniently located at 162 Commercial Drive in Forest City, just behind Big Dave's Restaurant. To schedule an appointment, call Rutherford Children's Care at 828-287-9325.
Boo! Say boo to the flu. This is Lauren with Smith's Drugs in downtown Forest City. Make sure the flu doesn't come and get you. Be prepared with the flu immunization, which you can get Monday through Friday from Smith's Drugs in downtown Forest City. It's no cost with most insurances.
Now, Corporal Green with the report from the Sheriff's Department.
In the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Office has responded to 231 calls. We've made 17 arrests, and we currently have 180 in jail. In the incident reports, we have a Ray Dean Van Dyke from Ivan Trail in Bostic reported breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. In the arrest reports, we have Kenneth Ronald Dixon from Dogwood Lane in Mooresboro, who was arrested for larceny of a motor vehicle. Robert Philip Harden of Autumn Lane in Spindale, who was arrested for failure to appear on a felony probation violation, and failure to appear on a misdemeanor. We have a Tabitha Christine Murray from 124 Main Street, Mooresboro, who was arrested for felony probation violation. And I believe that's all I got for you today.
Friends don't let friends tune to any other radio station. Good friends recommend AM 59. Shouldn't you be a good friend?
22 past 8, we'll give you an update on sports news coming up here in just a few moments. But a couple of other news stories. Congressman Patrick McHenry, who is our congressman from this district, he's also the Chief Deputy Whip, District Number 10. He released this statement to us on the passage of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. He said that today the House has taken a crucial step towards fulfilling our commitment to provide the American people with the tax relief they need. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is a vitally important bill that helps average families and small business throughout the county, throughout the country. This bill helps families by simplifying the tax code and allowing them to keep more of their hard-earned money, nearly $2,400 for the typical middle-class family in western North Carolina. It helps small businesses by lowering their rates, making it easier for them to grow and create jobs. It helps American businesses by making them more competitive globally and enabling them to keep more jobs here in the United States. Congressman McHenry goes on to say the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is the result of 3 years of hard work by the House. It is a conservative, pro-growth plan that will stimulate job creation and be a win for all Americans. I'm proud to support its passage and look forward to continuing our work with President Trump to get this bill signed into law. Congressman Patrick McHenry spoke on the House floor in support of the Tax Cut and Jobs Act, and he is one of those many Republicans that supported that, and it did pass in the House. It is now left up to the Senate to make whatever change they want to make and get it passed, get it moving. Now stand by, we have an update on sports coming up. And remember, I still got 3 tickets left for the reverse raffle. You can win $8,000. Come on by and get your ticket before they're all gone.
WCN Sports. I'm Josh Zach. That was the sound after 7:30 this morning when one of the nation's largest dome stadiums was imploded. A heavy cloud of dust filled the skies of Atlanta after nearly 5,000 pounds of explosives was used to blast the Georgia Dome. It opened in 1992 and was the former home of the Atlanta Falcons, the site of 2 Super Bowls and the 1996 Olympic Games, as well as other major events. It was replaced by the Mercedes-Benz Stadium next door. Martin Truex Jr. won yesterday's race at Homestead Miami Speedway. He beat Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Brad Keselowski for his first NASCAR Cup championship. Former champion and retiring driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. got emotional after he saw his team owner Rick Hendrick after his final race.
Hugging on Rick made me emotional because he's like a daddy. It's hard to explain to somebody that he loves so much.
NFL action Sunday. The Panthers on a bye week. They'll have some catch-up work to do this week as the New Orleans Saints extended their win streak to 8 games. They rallied at home to beat the Washington Redskins in overtime. The Buccaneers won their second straight in a 30-20 win at Miami. Tonight, the Falcons are in Seattle to face the Seahawks on Monday Night Football. It's Seattle's second consecutive game in primetime. On the ice, the Carolina Hurricanes had a good weekend. They beat the Sabres Friday night in Buffalo, and last night on home ice, Tuovo Teravainen had 2 goals and an assist to help the Hurricanes beat the Islanders 4-2.
We are getting a couple lucky bounces, but I think we have 4 good lines, and any of those lines can score and jump in and win some game for us.
Head coach Bill Peters was pleased to see that the power play produced 2 goals on 5 opportunities.
It's good for those guys to get rewarded, right? They put their time in and they've worked at it, and they know it needs to become better as far as the league rankings for us to be where we want to be after game 82. So we're going to have to continue to work at it. Now it looks like we've got 1 unit on its way, but now we've got to get a second unit on its way.
College hoops last night in the state. Minnesota cruised past Western Carolina 92-64. This is NCN Sports.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Doesn't that make you smile? Holidays, football games, soccer games. It's time for barbecue and fried chicken on the go. Enjoy your time and let Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue prepare a party package for you. Eat there if you have the time, quick service, or take home to a family for a fun night. Smile when you hear the jingle and have a good day.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Who is the North Carolina High School Athletic Association?
We're dedicated educators, coaches, and mentors.
We are over 200,000 student athletes.
We are 413 member high schools from small towns and big cities, anywhere from Murphy to Manteo.
We're your neighbors and friends that put on the striped shirts and officiate the games you love every week.
We are making a difference in building leaders of communities and this nation for the next generation.
Who are we? We are high school. We are the NCHSAA.
There's no change among the top 9 teams in the latest AP College football poll. Alabama staying at number 1. Miami, Oklahoma, Clemson, Wisconsin, Auburn, Georgia, Ohio State, Notre Dame, and TCU round out the top 10. The Horned Frogs moved up to a top spot with Oklahoma State's loss to Kansas State, which dropped the Cowboys to 18th. Northwestern, Virginia, and Boise State cracked the poll, while Michigan, West Virginia, and NC State fell right out. Donald Trump says he should have left 3 UCLA basketball players accused of shoplifting in a China jail. The presidential tweet Sunday came after the father of LeAngelo Ball minimized Donald Trump's involvement in winning the players' release during an interview on ESPN. Trump had said he raised the topic of the players' detention with Chinese President Xi Jinping during the leaders' recent meeting in Beijing. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
Have you noticed what's going on at Oakland Feed and Seed? Cheapest price in town on propane refills. 20-pound cylinder, $11.99. Forklift cylinder, $17.99. And the 100-pound cylinders, $55.99. Whole corn, $6.99 for the 50-pound bag. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 for the 50-pound bag. 17-17-17, just $12.50 for the 50-pound bag. Check with Oakland Feed and Seed for all prices. You'll find them the cheapest around. It's a generational thing. Your dad and your dad's dad shopped at Oakland Feed and Seed. Oakland Road, Spindale, locally owned and operated.
Hello, this is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates.
Are you on disability? Or maybe you're on Medicare? Or maybe both? Come see me, Dwayne Hunt at Insurance Service Associates, about a Medicare Advantage product brought to you by Humana. Please give me a call, 245-5301 at Insurance Service Associates, 127 East Trade Street, Forest City.
Here in Homestead,
I feel awesome. I don't know that we could be in a better position than we are.
the Championship 4.
I feel very relaxed, and I think that's half the battle this week.
Sometimes you just don't like a guy.
And it's Junior's final ride.
I'd like to finish the race and finish it in one piece.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
We want to help extend the life of your vehicle. Add Z-Max Microlubricant to the fuel and oil where it uses the fluids to reach internal parts. As it soaks into metal, Z-Max disperses harmful carbon buildup to help improve performance, reduce emissions, extend engine life, and increase fuel mileage. Buy Z-Max today at zmax.com or your local auto parts store. Help your vehicle run better with Z-Max Microlubricant.
The stars of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series return to the historic Atlanta Motor Speedway, February 23rd through 25th in 2018. Don't miss any of the thrilling action with Sunday grandstand seats starting at just $39, and all kids tickets are just $10. The weekend begins with qualifying on Friday and a full day of racing with the Renai 250 and Active Pest Control 200 doubleheader on Saturday. Then on Sunday, drivers do battle for 500 grueling miles in the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500. Get your tickets now. Call 877-9-AMS-TICKS or visit amsracetix.com.
The Monster Energy Cup Series Championship will be decided Sunday here at Homestead Miami Speedway. And among the Championship 4, Martin Truex Jr. is the favorite.
I feel really good about it. I mean, I don't know how we could be in a better position than we're in, and I feel like we're well prepared. I feel awesome. I don't know that we could be in a better position than we are.
Truex is the only one of the 4 not to have already captured a Cup title, something Kevin Harvick feels is an advantage.
The best part about having won that championship in 2014 is we remember exactly, all those emotions and all the things that it took to prep and all the things that were abnormal about this week coming into it. I feel very relaxed.
Now, during Thursday's Championship 4 press conference, the other 2 title contenders, Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch, were asked if their bitter rivalry will come into play.
There's 4 of us up here on the stage, and for probably both of us, it's not enough to beat each other. We got to beat everyone to win the championship. So it'd be, at least from my perspective, a little bit foolish to get caught up on any one person.
Sometimes you just don't like a guy. Fact of the matter. I never ran into Matt Kenseth. I don't think Matt Kenseth ever ran into me. So, there is a respect factor out there on the racetrack, and you can certainly do a better job sometimes when you're around some of those guys that you may or may not necessarily like.
If a Camry finishes 28th or better Sunday, Toyota will capture their 2nd straight Manufacturers Championship. Meanwhile, according to USA Today, Danica Patrick could be going to work next season for NBC and could drive in some major races like the Daytona 500 and Indy 500. AutoZone gets you what you need, so get in the zone. AutoZone.
AutoZone presents the oil change. Regular oil changes protect your engine from wear and tear, helping your car roll well beyond the 100,000-mile mark. Right now, save on 5 quarts of Castrol Edge full synthetic or high mileage and an STP extended life filter for $26.99, or upgrade to a Mobile One filter for $3 more. So visit your local AutoZone. With over 5,000 locations, the right supplies and good advice are just around the corner. Let's get you what you need. See store for restrictions and details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Getting the weekend off to a rough start when he lost an engine in the opening practice, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is about to wrap up his Monster Energy Cup Series career.
I'd like to finish the race and finish it in one piece. Just be able to, wherever that is. Obviously, you want to do as well as you can, but no matter where we finish, just be able to pull down pit road, stop the car, and get out. It'd be a bit of a heartbreaker if we were have to have the kind of issue that would take us out of the event, not be able to finish.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, brought to you in part by AutoZone.
When you're looking for a new bike, don't settle for second best, and that's precisely why you want a Honda. And the best place to get your off-road bike, your street bike, four-wheelers, dirt bike, or your new all-terrain vehicles, they got it all. It's E&H Honda in Alexander Mills. The Honda quality and style has been the big seller over these many years. The name E&H Honda has been the place to go for over 25 years because people expect the best from them. For personal hometown service and experience, stop by 122 Blanton Circle, Alexander Mills, Forest City. That's E&H Honda.
We'll start the week with a large area of high pressure overhead that should bring lots of sunshine today. Maybe a couple of thin high clouds late in the afternoon or evening. Should be cool with low humidity and highs about 55 to 60. Tonight we'll call it fair to partly cloudy and chilly with lows in the low to mid 30s. Will turn partly to mostly cloudy as we head through the day on Tuesday. It'll continue cool tomorrow. A very slim chance of a sprinkle or two, mainly in the south later in the day. Highs again 55 to 60. I'm Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
We're just beginning to break loose from the freezer locker this morning. We're at 32 degrees and warming up to 56 for a daytime high with a little breeze, 6 miles per hour northwest wind. Then tonight, dropping back to 34, a little warmer than we are right now. Tomorrow, highs around 55, lows tomorrow night 40, 60 on Wednesday, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, partly cloudy, highs around 53. Mostly clear Thanksgiving night, lows around 33. Just perfect weather for the turning on of the Christmas lights in downtown Forest City after you've had your big Turkey Day Thanksgiving meal. Coming out to downtown Forest City for the Christmas tree lighting. In His Glory, we'll be doing Christmas concert to enjoy that. Then we'll be having the drawing for the cash prize for the Christmas raffle. Christmas cash for Christmas raffle. $10,000 total cash giveaway, $50 per ticket. And grand prize is $8,000, second prize $1,000, third prize $500, and one more early bird prize drawing. That's going to be held today. One more early bird prize will be drawn in the town of Forest City today, and that'll be broadcast live on Facebook at 11 o'clock. Now, the grand prize, of course, you get third prize is $500. That's a good return on your $50 investment. Second prize is $1,000, and then the grand prize is $8,000. You do not have to be present to win, but you must have a ticket in the box, and we'll take care of that for you right now. I've got 3 left. I believe it's 3. 1, 2, 3 tickets out. You can buy one of those or all 3 of them or 2 of them, whatever your case may be, but your investment goes to the Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce to help support the many things the Chamber of Commerce is doing. As I said, you do not have to be present to win. They were only altogether 500 tickets planned to be sold, so the odds of winning are really, really good, and it's sold on the first come, first served basis. The raffle tickets purchase is non-tax deductible. Winners will be responsible for all the taxes, of course, but the Rutherford County Chamber is not responsible for lost items. But we love for you to have a ticket, love for you to win. I love one of my listeners to say they won the grand prize of $8,000. If you'd like to be the lucky winner, 3 tickets left right here. First come, first serve. Had 4 earlier, sold 1. Give you a chance to win those tickets right now if you'll come on by here today. All right, let's look at some other stories here and there. There are some strange things going on. A North Carolina burglar broke into a home and then he cooked himself a meal while he was in there. Over in Union County earlier this week, after officials said he broke into a home and stayed there to cook a meal. 2 women had just returned to the house in Monroe when they found the front door was opened after someone had broken a window on the door. When they went inside, they found the man in the home cooking food. Sheriff's deputies were called to the home shortly after 1 p.m. and arrested the man, 46-year-old Rusty Lee Pope. He was still inside the house cooking himself a meal. Now, that's what you call being hungry. It's kind of like Goldilocks and the 3 bears come home and somebody's sleeping in my bed, and there he is. Somebody's cooking in my kitchen, and there he is. They arrested him. Meanwhile, over in Charlotte, a woman was asleep in her home. She wakes to a man trying to sexually assault her. Detectives are looking for a man who broke into this apartment and tried to sexually assault her while she slept Thursday, according to the Charlotte-Mecklenburg police. The woman put up a fight and the man ran away from her apartment in a complex on Windbrook Way. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department Captain Ryan Butler said the suspect is a light-complexioned black man in his early 20s, about 6 feet tall and 180 to 190 pounds. He was wearing a gray or grayish hooded sweatshirt, jeans, and white sneakers. Butler said police believe the man entered the apartment through an unlocked window. The woman didn't know him, she said. Less than 10% of sexual assaults involve complete strangers, according to Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Lieutenant Melanie Peacock. Butler said police have been canvassing the area to learn more about the incident and also provide safety information to neighbors, and they'll be patrolling on foot throughout the period. Investigations are still analyzing physical evidence. There haven't been similar incidents nearby Butler said, and the suspect in the most recent series of break-ins in the area is in jail. Pays to secure your house, I guess. Meanwhile, there is a transgender teenager that has run away from Gaston County. They may be endangered. I don't know anything new on this story, but the one last I had, police fear a transgender teen. He ran away from Dallas, North Carolina. He could be endangered, and asked the public for help in finding the 17-year-old. Julia Faith Dalton ran away from home on Tuesday, and no one has heard from the teen, according to Gaston County Police. The teen could still be in the area looking for transportation to Oregon. Julia identifies as a male and at times refers to himself as Dennis Dalton on social media. The teen is white, about 5'7" and 160 pounds, with brown hair and eyes. Anyone who knows of Julia's whereabouts is asked to call the Gaston Police, or Dennis's whereabouts. He's transgender teenager and has run away from home, and they're trying to find him or her. Well, the New Year's Day polar plunge is returning to Lake Lure this year. I think they did away with that last year because the lake was so low or something. But it's coming back this year in the icy cold Lake Lure. The Chamber of Hickory Nut Gorge says the 10th annual New Year's Day polar plunge will be held at the beach on January the 1st, starting at noon. In addition to swimmers braving winter temperatures to dash into the lake, there will be a best costume competition. Prizes will also be awarded to the youngest and oldest plungers, plus for the person who traveled the longest distance to be there. The fee to participate is $20, and you can register January the 1st from 10 until 11:30. You can also pre-register alone starting December the 1st. The money raised by the New Year's Day Polar Plunge goes to support the Hickory Nut Gorge Chamber of Commerce and the first responders. Now, if I was going to jump in that icy cold lake, they'd have to pay me to do it. I'll tell you right now. I understand. It's rumor is that Todd is going to be plunging into that Lake Lure on New Year's Day. May not be any truth to that, but rumor is Todd's going to jump in that lake. Well, I guess you probably have heard by now that longtime country singer, one of my favorite country singers, Mel Tillis, died. Yep, he was a great singer. I love Mel Tillis. Love to hear him sing. He was overcame stuttering. Well, he never really overcame it from his talking standpoint, but he made a joke out of it. He wrote hits for Kenny Rogers, Ricky Skaggs, and many others, and he overcame a stutter to sing on dozens of his own singles. When he talked, he used that stuttering as a comedic demonstration, but when he sang, you never know it. A spokesman for Tillis, Don Murray Grubbs, said Tillis died early Sunday at Monroe Regional Medical Center in Ocala, Florida. He was 85. Grubbs said Tillis battled intestinal issues since 2016 and never fully recovered. The suspected cause of death is respiratory failure. Tillis, the father of country singer Pam Tillis, recorded more than 60 albums and had several top 10 country singles, including Good Woman Blues, Coca-Cola Cowboy, and Southern Rain. Among hits he wrote for others were Detroit City for Bobby Bare, Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town by Kenny Rogers in the first edition. So he was a well-known singer as well as comedian, actually. Great country singer Mel Tillis has passed away. I don't know, thank goodness this is not here, but it's a terrible thing to experience. I don't know if you've ever been to a restaurant and found strange things in your salad or on your plate or something like that. This happened in Tallahassee, Florida. A couple made a discovery at a Florida Waffle House earlier this month, according to WCTV. Claire Sheets said she and her husband sat down for a meal at one of the chain's Tallahassee locations and were served an ice-cold glass of dead frog. Yeah, they were served a whole frog in the water today, according to the report. My husband drank from the glass before he noticed the frog floating around in the ice. She wrote in a Google review of the restaurant. The staff did not offer us anything more than a sorry about that, guys. We promptly left and will not be going back to that location. Sheets and her husband took pictures and videos. She shared the photos with News Channel 8. I've got a picture right here. I'll hold it up to the camera there so in case you want to see that. But would that be a terrible experience? The couple immediately alerted the staff, and they said, "Sorry about that, guys." In a statement, Waffle House spokesman Pat Warner said corporate is fully working. So that's what they found. She and her husband left without their meal and filed complaints with the state health inspectors and Waffle House corporate officials. In a statement, Waffle House spokesperson Pat Warner said corporate is currently working with the local operators to determine the facts how a frog got in the water glass. Huffington Post reports a number of bizarre incidents have unfolded at that popular chain. In 2016, a naked man was arrested for trying to force his way into a Georgia Waffle House. That same year, the same state, a woman was accused of stripping naked, punching customers, and heaving platters of food at patrons. In October 2016, a man reportedly shattered the front door of another Georgia Waffle House after the restaurant raised the price for a sausage biscuit from $1 to $1.50. So there you go. But fortunately, I've not heard any of those kind of weird things around here locally. 45 minutes past 8 o'clock, 8:45 here this morning.
Getting your taxes done efficiently and precisely are so important. The least mistake can hurt you terribly. Take the stress off your tax preparation this year with the professional accounting services of Roger Jolly and Central Tax Services. Central Tax offers electronic filing, multi-state returns, and what we all like, fast refunds. 44 years experience. Turn to the tax service professionals. That's Central Tax Service on Oak Street in Forest City, or give them a call at 245-0557.
How does a year of free internet with Northland sound? Like staying up to date with social media.
That's right, family. I'm bringing this message to you. Free.
Or streaming all of your favorite movies.
Oh, John, I do love you.
Enter to win free internet from Northland by signing up for Northland's best offer of the year. Call 1-888-NORTHLAND or visit getnorthland.com to sign up today. Limited time offer. Must be at least 18 years or older to enter. Additional restrictions and conditions apply. See getnorthland.com/offers for details.
Friends don't let friends tune to any other radio station. Good friends recommend AM 59. Shouldn't you be a good friend?
8:47 here with this Monday morning. Beautiful Thanksgiving week. I'm so happy the weather is going to be cooperating for all the events this week. A lot of folks traveling. A lot of folks have receiving guests into the homes. And, of course, Thanksgiving Day is Thursday, and Thanksgiving Day night, downtown Forest City, they'll be turning the lights on. A beautiful town. Folks drive from hundreds of miles away just to visit and drive through Forest City after the lights are turned on. And Thursday night will be a big event as well. Again, that's where we're drawing for the $8,000 Chamber of Commerce. Following the entertainment, the Christmas concert presented by In His Glory, and be some other things taking place there as well. But the big grand prize, of course, $8,000. We hope you will be one of the lucky ones to win. I guess you also heard by now that Reverend Jesse Jackson has revealed he has Parkinson's disease. He says he's been seeking outpatient care for 2 years for Parkinson's disease and plans to dedicate himself to physical therapy. In a Friday letter to supporters, the 76-year-old says family and friends noticed a change in him about 3 years ago and he could no longer ignore symptoms. He says the diagnosis isn't a sign to stop working, but a signal to make lifestyle changes to slow progression of the chronic neurological disorder that causes movement difficulties. The civil rights icon also released a Northwestern Medicine letter saying he was diagnosed in 2015 and has sought outpatient care. Jackson runs the Chicago-based Rainbow Push Coalition. He's remained a strong voice in anti-discrimination efforts, including advocating for affordable housing and been a fixture at protests nationwide. And he declined to comment. Those words from his publicist, of course. And I'm sure you've heard by now, it's all over the news, that Charles Manson has died. Charles Manson, 83. And it was sort of his health, been sick for some while, it was sort of shrouded in secrecy. Charles Manson died of natural causes Sunday evening at Kern County Hospital, authorities say. He was a cult leader, died 8:13 p.m., according to the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Michelle Hennessy, I guess it is, president of the Association of Deputy District Attorneys, issued a statement Sunday saying that Vincent Bugliosi, the deputy district attorney who prosecuted Manson, provided the most accurate summation. Manson was an evil, sophisticated con man with twisted and warped moral values. Today, Manson's victims are the ones who should be remembered and mourned on the occasion of his death, he says. Well, why was so little information released? Well, local law enforcement in Bakersville confirmed Wednesday that he had been hospitalized, but state prison officials had declined to comment on his hospitalization and his condition, citing federal and state medical privacy laws that preclude the agency from commenting on protected health information for any inmate in the custody. This marked the second time Manson was hospitalized this year. In January, he spent several days in a hospital. The prison system could not comment on his condition, but sources said he had a serious illness. Given Manson's crimes and his numerous problems as a prisoner, it was likely significant security measures were employed, but officials would not comment as to why they kept it so secret. When Manson was hospitalized in January, several prison officials were seen at the hospital. Manson incurred more than 100 rules violations since 1971, when he and other members of his so-called family were convicted of killing pregnant actress Sharon Tate and 6 other people during a bloody rampage in the Los Angeles area during 2 August nights in 1969. Truman Capote wrote a book about it called In Cold Blood, and there was a movie made about the same thing. Over the years, Manson was cited for assault, repeated possession of a weapon, threatening staff, and possessing a cell phone. Officials have said over the years that he spat in guards' faces, threw hot coffee at a prison staffer, started fights, tried to cause a flood, and set his mattress ablaze. In 2014, Manson and Alton Elaine Burton, a 26-year-old Manson devotee, were granted a marriage license, but it expired before the two could marry. She had faithfully visited him in prison for 7 years. Manson's next parole hearing had been scheduled for 2027, but I don't think there's any way he was going to ever get out on parole. No way he's going to get out. Now he has met his maker and will receive his just punishment. Well, I don't know. Some folks are consistently trying to take away the Christian symbols and crosses away from our organizations. There's an atheist group's demand to get rid of a Christian flag on a public school campus flagpole. It was defeated by Texas high school students, or it was defied by Texas high school students who flew the flag with a message that was loud and clear. After the Freedom from Religion Foundation, that's the folks who don't want you to have any kind of symbol, they discovered that the Come and Take It flag donning a Christian cross that was flown during the Texas Revolution was hanging from a flagpole at La Pornor High School. So it ordered the school district to remove it. The move only motivated students to fly the flag all the more as they moved it right in front of their high school, just outside the campus boundaries. This has nothing to do with community or the school board or anything like that. It's us students. It's whatever we want to put it up. So they actually put it right outside the boundaries of the school. They put two more flags on poles that aren't on school property, and now the kids are flying them on their trucks because the Freedom from Religion crowd wants them to do away with it. So these young people are standing up and fighting for the cause. The Freedom from Religion Foundation says the students are using intimidation tactics. Whoa! Boy, is that calling the kettle black. The students say that ultimately they're defending their faith. Well, they are doing just that, and they're standing up. Well, folks, believe it or not, I've got one ticket left. Dear sweet lady came in a while ago, purchased a couple more, and I've got one left. I left it to be yours. If you want to stand a chance of getting that $8,000 or that $1,000 or that $500, come in here this morning pretty soon. I've got one ticket left for you, and the drawing will be held, of course, Thursday night. You do not have to be present to win the money. You'll be called should your name be drawn. You could very well have extra spending money for Christmas if you'll buy one of those tickets. I've got one left, and it could be yours. Come by real soon. So long, everybody. Enjoy your Monday. It's a perfect, beautiful day in the weather. Chamber of Commerce kind of day right here in the foothills. So long, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
NCN News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. There are new developments in Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation of Russian meddling in last year's election. They focus on President Trump's removal of the FBI director. CBS News correspondent Paula Reed is in Washington.
Sources say Mueller has also asked for any documents related to Attorney General Sessions' decision to recuse himself